This is Quirky Quarters, a game in which you build your own haphazard home and aim to win design contests. I'm Ellie Dix, the designer of Quirky Quarters, a card drafting and card placement game for 2 to 4 players aged 8 and up that plays in around 30 minutes. In Quirky Quarters, your aim is to win as many design contests as you can by constantly evolving and extending your house. You're also going to score points for your largest area of a single colour brick. On each round, you're dealt 3 building cards. Simultaneously, all players choose one of their 3 cards to keep and place in their reserve. Then, put the other 2 cards face up in the centre of the table. Starting with the player with the first player card and moving clockwise, all players draft a single card from the table. In reverse order, players draft a final card each. These cards are all placed in your reserve area. After the first player has had their first pick, they will add the first player card to the draft. After drafting, the new first player will start the building phase. On your turn, you may extend your home by adding building cards from your reserve to your house. Follow these placement rules. The first card placed must be on the ground floor. Subsequent cards must share an edge with an existing card. Brick edges may not go next to sky edges. If you meet the criteria for a contest you have in hand, or one of the contests shown in the public display, you may declare the contest won at any time on your turn. For example, the Lavish Lodging contest requires a house that has at least 2 towers, 4 chimneys, and is at least 4 sections high and 4 sections wide. If you complete a contest in hand, you may take another from the row of private contests. You always start with 1 private contest in hand, but you may forfeit the drafting phase to take another and permanently increase the number of contests in hand. Public contests can be won by any player, but private contests can only be won by a player that holds them in hand. You may also demolish 1 section of your house on each turn. Put this card in the central discard pile. You must end your turn with no more than 2 cards in your reserve area. The game ends when at least 1 player has won 5 contests or when the building card deck has run out. Players score for all the contests they've won and the number of cards in their largest area of a single colour brick. If they've managed to top the whole section with towers and roofs, each card will score 2 points. The player with the highest score wins. Building crazy houses to meet a variety of odd requirements is inherently fun. But to be victorious, you'll want to plan several contests in advance and hope that other players don't get there before you. That's Quirky Quarters, a haphazard home building game.